What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV for this, another edition of Cub React on a Saturday morning, afternoon, evening. I'm not too sure what time it is. Essentially, I went out for my birthday drinks yesterday, so I'm a little bit hungover today, so I do apologise if I'm slightly slurry or anything like that. It was my birthday celebrations this weekend, so I wasn't actually intending on filming any videos this weekend, but I have just seen that Wizkid was on Jimmy Fallon last night, so of course, we're going to get a quick video up to this one. As always, friends, if you are new to the channel, do make sure you are getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page. Of course, turning notifications on as well, leaving a like, leaving a comment, all that good stuff. We have just gone past 60k. I am so happy. So this is the first video we've actually recorded since hitting 60k. Thank you. That's all I can say to each and every one of you that's made it possible. It's crazy. We're now hurtling towards 61k at an alarming rate. Hopefully next year we can actually push towards hitting that big 100k, which would be absolutely crazy. But without any more sentiment, we're going to jump into watching this. Again, Wizkid on Jimmy Fallon performing Money and Love. Let's go.
Performing Money and Love from his new album, More Love, Less Ego. Give it up for Wizkid.
Wizkid. That's fun. I love that imagery, man. I've always had a thing for like the idea of having a glass. I don't smoke, by the way, but I love the idea of having a glass and like a cigarette. Kind of, what is it? Ashtray? That's what it's called, ashtray. I love the idea of seeing like an empty glass and an ashtray next to each other with the cigarette still kind of smoking. There's something really cool about that imagery in my head. I don't know why.
Shit. Nobody like me, body like me. Baby, when I pull up with you, all in my jeans. Big lollipop, baby, like ice cream. Big bad ways, mister. Love you to Bojo Banting or Bojo Benzine. Girl, Nellin record, girl, I go make you sing.
I love this version, man. The sort of slightly slower live version just gives it this entirely different feel. It's almost like we're sat in a jazz room, like listening to this performance. I love what he's wearing as well. I love the kind of black beanie with the black kind of the polo neck going on. It just looks really cool. And it's a really cool live rendition of the tune. Obviously, the original one is actually quite quick. This one sounds a lot slower, which is kind of cooler, I feel, in a live setting in the way they're doing it. This is great.
The only water, baby, make you come swim. My pocket full of money, yo. My heart full of loving, yo. Nobody beat that for the dancer now. Fine lady, she dey bounce along. Skin tight for your body, yo. What you dey on, I want to know. Don't stop, make you drive me on. What you dey on, I want take on out by me, yo. Love me, yo.
Yes!
On that split be your Romeo. Wallow me, yo. Brag about me, yo.
This is such a cool live version, man. I love the idea of slowing a tune down and almost taking away the kind of 4/4 idea that you get in the original version of Money and Love. I think this is such an interesting way of reworking it. They've literally stripped it back literally down to the kind of chords, the strings, and the vocal, and then the bass line. They've taken out the majority of the drum lines, which is such an interesting thing to do for a tune that was so kind of new and refreshing based on its drum work. This is such a cool way of doing it. I love it.
Touch me, I touch, I see you. Oh, you saw me so callaleo. Chop me, I chop, and not you. Make I give am jeje. Make I give am jeje. I'll take your trouble and your pain away.
Jeez. The imagery we're getting, the saxophone on the sofa, everyone just kind of chilled out and relaxed in the way they're performing. I love the way this looks visually, man. It's such a, again, the tune itself is quite smoky, but they've made it 10 times smokier with this kind of rendition. The way they've rearranged a lot of the instrumentation, the way they've stripped a ton of it back, the way they've kind of rebuilt the tune for almost like a live setting. It's such a clever way of doing it because it does give you an entirely different experience of the tune, the lyricism, the approach, the vocal performance. Everything is entirely different. It's great.
Me say, why? See the money I go supply you. Till long from LA to a Coco Michael. And if you fly at Mumbai, you pretty lady, all you want, say now one time. She want to Dubai. Jota Badele Shama Juba. I they feel fine. Make it so nice.
Cool thing about this as well is we're getting to see a lot more of kind of, I suppose, Wiz's vocal range, which on an average sort of scenario we don't actually get to hear, because normally on the tunes he records there is an element of kind of vocal processing, there is an element of kind of electronic editing going on with his vocal, but in this you actually get to hear how good his vocal actually is. It sounds smooth as anything, man. Like, it almost makes me go, why don't you just go natural more often? But obviously Wiz's style has that very electronic kind of influence on it. So it's great to hear, man. It's cool to hear. Again, the live idea of this tune is fantastic.
Was too short for this one night, I'm pocket full of money, yo. My heart full of loving, yo. Nobody beat the body dancer, no. Fine lady, she dey bounce along. Skin tight for your body, yo. But today on him, I want to know. Don't stop, make you drag me on. Today on him, I want to take on up by me. Love me, Bunda split be a Romeo. Wallow me, ragabo me.
I love the inflections he's doing from a performance point of view as well. He's literally riding up and down that frequency spectrum, but he's also allowing his vocal to sound natural. There's a real kind of organic kind of performance factor about this one. I love how kind of clean and natural it actually sounds. Again, stripping the drums back gives it a much more organic feel. I love the fact that you've got both the saxophonist and the other horn player just sat on a stool and on a sofa. I'm running out of words. I don't know why. But I love how that looks. I love how it sounds as well. It's great. This is so much fun.
Just touch me, I touch, I see them. Oh, yeah, so me, so callaleo. Chop me, I chop, and not you. Make I give up, Jejo.
He's a very happy bass player. Things we love to see.
Take your trouble and your pain away. Oh, yeah. Make I give up, Jejo.
It's such a smooth rendition as well. Again, the bass line on this is so cool when you hear it in this, again, more live setting, rather than it being focused on, obviously, the drum lines and the rhythm and the percussion. That element being stripped back, the most kind of potent thing about this tune is the bass line and how kind of punchy it actually is. This is great, man. I'm so happy that we actually get to see this in this more stripped back edition, especially live on a platform like Jimmy Fallon, man. This is great.
Your body bad, I don't feel it, I know. I need my mommy call, oh mommy, I know go. Bum bad with them in the mileage. The kind of touch you make me feel I don't go. Find out to make by me, no more this kind of love, you know. So make a touch and give them properly. Make a give them normally. Oh yeah, by me.
Brilliant. That was exceptionally good. He knows it as well. There we go. It's just the outro to Jimmy Fallon now, so we'll skip that bit. But there we go. The sounds of Wizkid, Money and Love on The Tonight Show, obviously starring Jimmy Fallon. This is a great look for Wizkid, obviously getting the international kind of recognition that we know he is already kind of owed. We've seen Burner doing this year. Obviously, he did Jimmy Fallon. He's done all of the big ones this year. I've got a funny feeling following on from the launch of the brand new Wizkid album, we are now going to see Wizkid doing this over the Christmas period, which is great to see. And again, another fantastic version of this tune. I love how cool it is when it's stripped back. It has a proper like smoky, almost like jazz room feel to it. Great stuff. Really, really cool stuff. I very much enjoyed this one. As always, friends, hopefully you have enjoyed as well. If you are new to the channel, do make sure you are getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page. I promise you I'm not always this hungover. It is literally my birthday weekend, so I literally didn't plan on recording this weekend. I literally woke up today, saw this, and went, wow, okay, I need to record this, even though I'm in the state that I'm in. So my apologies for looking all ras and all sorts of different layers, but fantastic stuff. As always, guys, hopefully you have enjoyed, and hopefully you enjoy the rest of your weekend. We shall see you next time. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and peace.
Sounding so good right now. But they're sounding a bright and proud.
Yes, it's Kovu. Stay locked.
Cooktown TV. Your boy Slim Coffee right here, and you're locked on to the best breakfast with man like Cole.
Yo, this is Aaron Glitch and you're tuning to the sounds of Kovu right now. You already know the thing. Bad boy selector. Alright, let's go.